weekend for the Northern Wings Showdown. The boys are staying at a hotel just off of Canal Park on the Point in Duluth. All of our games will be here in Superior. There's another large tournament this weekend with the HP high performance teams. Some of the top players from around the state being played in a lot of the Duluth area rinks this weekend. So the Northern Wings Showdown, at least for us, is going to be all played here in Superior. We have 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. And then out of pool play, only the top 2 teams will play in the championship game on Sunday. The remainder of the teams will not be playing on Sunday. The Superior Ice Arena is a little bit of an older barn. It was opened in December of 1989. It is privately owned and operated by the Superior Amateur Hockey Association. From the banners hanging in the ceiling, there's a fair amount of state championship teams that have come out of Superior. Our opponent today is the Blue Army 2013 AAA team. We are playing in the upper bracket this weekend, so we're playing a lot of 2013 teams. Top 2014 team later today. So this will be a challenge for the boys.
Go, JJ.
And we are ready to get started. Draw is won by SDP. Sent into the zone, now comes back out to neutral ice. Blue Army carries it in, gets to the slot, sends a shot, goes wide. Henry Graff chasing down in the corner, now comes around. Tiger Schmidt sends it up to Purdue. Purdue has his breakout pass stopped and taken away by Blue Army. Now Henry Graff in on the forecheck. Blue Army able to get the exit and now able to gain the SDP zone. Tied up in the middle and a save by Severson. Nice save to start the game by Finn. Who's number 53? There's no name on the jersey and there's no 53 on the roster.
Maverick.
That's Maverick? Okay, got it. He's 85 on our roster on the website. Okay, so he was centering to begin. As Maverick Johnson. All right. Blue Army goes to the ice. No call there. And the puck comes out to neutral ice. That is Scribner, is the closest player from SDP. Blue Army able to exit and get to the neutral zone. Now goes to Mertz. Mertz up ahead to Scribner. Scribner loses it off of the backhand, driving the net. Now Mertz is going to go to the box for a trip. Delayed penalty upcoming. Goaltenders headed to the bench. Blue Army driving the net. And still has it down in the corner. And Mertz does gain possession. And SDP will go to the penalty kill for the first time. With 13 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in period number 1. Looks like we are playing 15-minute periods this weekend. And we have Snyder, Hiscari, Haley, and I can't tell who's at center. Luke Jackal is the center that took the draw there. Blue Army went down to their own end to regroup, now sends it in. Snyder picks it up behind his own net. Comes up to Haley. Haley is able to get the clear. Looks like this tournament is 2-minute penalties. I'm assuming icing is allowed. It's not allowed in association hockey in the winter for a lot of these boys, but it is allowed in summer hockey on the penalty kill. Blue Army drags for a shot and a save by Severson. Beeler tried to get the exit, and shot goes high and wide. Fortunate missed opportunity for Blue Army there. Now it comes out to the top. Keegan Green pressuring. Tackerschmidt down in the corner. Now it comes to Purdue. Purdue didn't get everything on that. And there's going to be a cross-check called on Blue Army. Number 8, LaRoche going to the box for a cross-check. That's going to even things up at 4-on-4 for 50 seconds. Followed by a minute 10 seconds of an SDP power play. Keegan Green will take the draw for SDP. Purdue, Schmidt, and Beeler remain on the ice. Uncannily quiet in the arena there before that face-off. I think all the parents are still waking up. Beeler sends it over to Schmidt. Schmidt gets collided with it. Center ice. No call there. And Blue Army gets the puck and goes the other way and makes a move. Centers, and it went off of the stick of Beeler and went in. Blue Army was trying to center it and go to the back door for an opportunity. Beeler was trying to stop the pass and get in the passing lane, and the puck deflected off of his stick and passed Severson for the first goal of the game. Army up to the blue line, sends out a shot that goes wide left. Nope. Did they wave that off? There's no goal on the scoreboard, and they didn't release the penalty. Now they did. Huh? Yeah. Maybe they just haven't put it on the board, but it didn't look like they released the penalty either until late. Not sure what happened there. We'll see if they put a goal up. Now Mertz gains his own shot. Rebound, kicks out well wide. Scribner picks it up out there at the blue line, carries in, loses it. Now the puck comes out. Snyder off the bench, sends it ahead off the stick of Scribner. Snyder to Mertz, to Haley. Now back into the SDP zone. Man pass up to Scribner. Scribner gains the zone, goes down to the corner. Tries the center. Talon Hiscari was crashing the net. Blue Army is now back at full strength. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. And there's a whistle with 9:51 remaining in the first. They did not put a goal on the board. Not sure why that was waved off, but we will take it. Now Jackal out with center, flanked by Hiscari at the right wing and Green at the left wing. Schmidt and Beeler at the points. Puck tied up briefly before Blue Army carries it through neutral and gains the SDP zone. Schmidt, nearest defender, now centering, and that is a goal. Blue Army was able to carry it around behind the net, get the puck to a teammate out in front of the crease, and beat Severson up high. And now they put it 2 goals on the board. So that one was not waved off. They just waited until a second goal was scored to put both on. Jackal up to Hiscari. Hiscari not able to collect it. Jackal creates a loose puck, and now Hiscari takes it away. Blue Army grabs it in neutral ice. It gains the zone. Now it's wrapped around the boards. Schmidt goes and picks it up in the corner. Sends it up. Green collects it. Carries it into the zone. Being patient. Centers in that out of the reach of Hiscari. Maverick Johnson was able to collect it and hold the zone for a moment. Lost the puck, and now Blue Army goes the other way. Sends it right to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it out to neutral ice. Blue Army sends it right back in. They are offsides briefly. Had to tag up. Allows SDP to collect the puck. A little bit of a collision between teammates there. Creates a loose puck. And a save by Severson. And that's a goal. We did not get enough on the attempted breakout pass to the wing. Went right to Blue Army, and they were able to beat Severson on the blocker side. It looked like he was hugged fairly tightly to the post, but not tightly enough, and the puck snuck through to make it 3-0 for Blue Army. Just over 8 minutes remaining, period number 1. As we mentioned at the top, the boys are going to have their work cut out for them this weekend. They are playing in an upper bracket made mostly of 2013 teams and one top 2014 team. So this is going to be a challenging weekend. The Blue Army team is based out of South St. Paul. That's where they train, and it's a lot of East Metro kids, South Metro kids, and I'm told a lot of kids that play Pee-wees at an A or a AA level. Osborne picks it up and is able to clear the zone. Puck sent into the SDP zone. Scribner, the nearest forechecker, along with Roysam. Roysam tried to send it back behind him, but it was taken by Blue Army. Now they have numbers 3-on-1, and the one-timer beats Severson. Costly turnover for SDP there. Didn't get back on the back check quick enough. Blue Army was quick into the zone, and a nice passing play for a one-timer for their 4th goal of the first period. Now they gain the SDP zone again. Missed pass gives Scribner an opportunity. Scribner carries through neutral ice. Making move, driving wide. Centers and picked up by Ogborn. Ogborn with a shot that was deflected over the net. Blue Army able to break out to neutral ice. Sends it right to Price. Price back to Scribner. Scribner flips it to Hiscari. Hiscari, low shot that gets deflected down the wall behind the goal. Keegan Green picks it up there. Green with a centering pass to Hiscari. He backhands it and saved by the goaltender. It goes out to the half wall. Blue Army picks it up there. Skating through neutral ice, making moves. Number 4, Shuck, gets tied up. Held the puck a little too long. His teammate picks it up. Centers, that goes through the crease. Now a backhand chip is fluttering. It's in front of the net. It's still loose. Severson is able to cover and freeze it. 6:04 to go in the first period. Jackal taking the draw for SDP. Blue Army with a shot that goes wide to the right. Haley there, as well as Keegan Green fighting for it. Hiscari ties him up. Loose puck. Now Jackal picks it up. Not able to break it out. Pile of bodies around the puck. A low shot saved by Severson. Another save by Severson. And Keegan Green picks it up and is able to escape the zone. Carries through neutral ice. Oh, and offsides as Green was leaving the drop pass for Haley right at the blue line. .5:26 to go in period number 1. And we have Johnson at center, flanked by Purdue and Graff. Blue Army takes it off the draw. They carry it in to the SDP zone. Purdue picks it up there and sends a wide one out to off the boards. Henry Graff with speed comes down, picks it up. He's down below the goal line. Purdue not able to pick up the puck down below the goal line to help him out, and Blue Army breaks out, goes through the neutral zone, comes into the SDP zone, drags for a shot that goes wide of the net and comes around. The defenseman picks it up by the quick trip sign and sends it down to the corner where Beeler picks it up and wraps it off the boards right back to the blue line. Zone is held, and a shot goes in wide right of the net. Now a centering. Oh, whoa! Tic-tac-toe opportunity. The shot goes wide. Severson's down. He's still down, and Blue Army scores. Timeout called by SDP to regroup after Blue Army's 5th goal of the first period with 5:15 to go. Yeah, they're just a little slow on the draw. The score table hasn't had the coffee yet this morning. But my partner in crime, Mike Ogborn here, has had his coffee this morning, so he's going to keep us up with the goals on the screen.
We'll see what we can do.
I don't think I introduced myself at the top of the broadcast, but my name is Ryan Purdue, and I will be streaming the majority of our games going forward. Mike Ogborn was good enough to handle the streaming for me while my wife Becca and I were in Mexico for our first tournament. So we watched from there, and now we will be streaming the games for you the rest of this summer season. doing what we can to make them enjoyable for you. Tough start for SDP to start today, but we knew we were in for a challenge. We were playing a tough slate of teams this weekend. The boys were playing well in some of their scrimmages and match games coming into this weekend. Things are starting to click. They're starting to play well, but this is definitely going to be a tough weekend with the level of competition that we've been signed up for. There's a centering pass to Scribner. He sends it, and it's under the pad and frozen. Clock stopped at 4:54 to go in the first. Scribner at center, Roysom left wing, Mertz right wing, and Price and Ogborn at the points. Blue Army comes off the draw, carries through neutral ice and into the SDP zone. Now it comes up to the blue line, and a deflection that is saved by Severson. Good lateral slide over to his left to get that one. Now Price takes the puck. He's carrying it through neutral. He sends a shot, and that is saved and frozen. 4:15 to go. I apologize in advance if at any point I call the SDP team Omega. I did all of our streaming, or not all of it, but a lot of our streaming for the our association team this winter, and my instincts continue to prompt me to call the team I'm calling Omega, so I'll continue to retrain myself to call SDP. That puck went in offsides. Getting to know some new names and jersey numbers. A lot of familiar faces from last summer with this SDP team, with about 6 or 7 new ones. Blue Army with the puck down below the SDP goal. Piscar is able to get it out to neutral ice, and it gets sent back in. Blue Army is offsides and needs to tag up, gives SDP an opportunity to break out. That was Snyder over off of the stick of Keegan Green, but he's not able to collect it, and Blue Army regroups. Comes back the other way. Snyder's clearing attempt is blocked. And now a lot of traffic in front of the net. Green has it taken away. Blue Army up to the blue line. And they're saying that was brought out and back in. I actually didn't think the puck came out, but we will take it. 2:59 to go in the first period, and Omega brings out Johnson, Purdue, and Graff, along with Schmidt and Beeler. Schmidt out to neutral ice, intercepted by Blue Army. They carry into the SDP zone. Saved by Severson, and a goal. Blue Army continue to be aggressive in driving to the net. SDP having trouble keeping them out of the scoring area. Draw one. Purdue sends it back to the blue line. Sent back up ahead. Blue Army takes it in their own zone. Gets it out to neutral. Maverick Johnson picks it up there. Johnson back to Beeler. Beeler through neutral ice and sends it in deep. Purdue going in on the forecheck. Blue Army is able to collect the puck. Johnson forces them to retreat back behind their own goal again. Purdue got a stick on the puck and kept it from exiting the zone. Now Graff picks it up and goes down to the right half wall, down to the corner. He's tied up. There's one of him and 3 Blue Army defenders that went down and took the puck away, and now they come back out through neutral ice and carry it into the zone. Johnson now grabs it in the corner and sends it around. Purdue picks it up on the half wall in his own zone, looking to break out. Couldn't get it through a passing lane to Graff. And Blue Army carried it in. Shot blocked by Beeler. Now Beeler tries to get it out. Falls over. Now a shot deflected by the stick of Purdue and goes up high and left of the net. Puck down to the half wall. Comes up to the blue line. Now over to the right circle. And to the back door. Nobody there. And an easy goal for Blue Army. That was a nice saucer pass from the circle to the back door. The SDP defense had been pulled out of position. And it'll be a learning lesson for the boys. Have to stay disciplined in defensive positioning. And right off the draw, Blue Army carries right in for a shot on Severson that he saves. And then a shot that hit the post and went high and over to the wall. Oh, and there's a deflected shot that goes just wide left of the SDP goal. And the puck comes out to neutral ice. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the first period takes away. Tough first period for SDP. They give up 7 goals. I didn't look up anything about the tournament rules, so I have no idea if there's a running time or anything.
Don't know.
The clock now says 10 minutes in period number 4. Not sure if that's intentional.
They were going to overtime.
It's time for a shootout.
Yeah.
Probably put an extra 0 on there when they try to put 1 minute on for the intermission.
Number 28, Nico Rita, and number 24, Brennan Shearer.
Due to the sheer volume of goals scored by Blue Army in the first period, they're still calling the goal scorers on the microphone. You update the period. All right, here we go, period number 2. Let's see if the boys can play some strong defense, get some positive plays going. Jackal's at center. He carries it through into the Blue Army zone, sends it deep. Iscari and Keegan Green are on the wings to begin the second period. We have Haley and Snyder at the points. They retreat as Blue Army goes through neutral ice and into the SDP zone. Snyder carries his man down to the corner. And a shot in the glove, saved by Severson, flashing the leather. And the clock does continue to run, so it's presumably usually a 6 or 7 goal advantage does equal running time in most tournaments. So until we close the gap to whatever that number is, 5 or 6 goal deficit, we will be in running time. Blue Army carries into the SDP zone, being harassed by Haley. Haley falls down. Jackal's able to send it out to the half wall. Iscari is tripped, and Blue Army will go to the box, I believe, and that will give SDP a power play. Beeler also tripped over a teammate coming out of the box, but I don't think we're going to penalize our own team on that. Johnson, Graff, and Purdue are the forwards. Beeler and I believe Schmidt are at the points. Yes, face off one to Schmidt. He tries to get it deep, but Blue Army's defender was hugging the wall, takes the puck, and clears it all the way down behind the SDP goal. Now to Graff. Graff tried to chip it to Johnson, but it was just out of his reach. Now Blue Army carries into the SDP zone, and a hard shot from the circle beats Severson up high in the glove side. Goal number 8 for Blue Army. 13 minutes to go in period number 2. That's a short-handed goal. That was a good shot. Johnson wins the draw to Beeler. Beeler to Graff. Graff sends it down deep. Purdue sends it up to Schmidt at the blue line. Schmidt sends it back down deep to Graff. Graff behind to Purdue. Purdue back over to Schmidt. Schmidt carries it down the half wall. Graff goes back to take his place. Schmidt coming around, and he scores! Oh, and that was some bad camera work on my part. That was, I hope I caught that. But Schmidt carried it around behind the goal and beat the Blue Army goaltender with a low backhand shot that beat him but low. That was from Purdue and Graff. And SDP has their first goal of the game. Now down 1-8, 11:40 to go in the second. Blue Army escapes their own zone out to neutral ice, taken away by Ogborn, but he sends it to Blue Army, who carries it back into the SDP zone. Back out to neutral, where I believe that is Mertz carries it in. He has a shot that Blue Army got a stick on. Ogborn sends it down, deflected, and saved. Now the SDP boys have some energy, contesting things, but just like that, Blue Army beats Severson on the glove side for goal number 9. This team is good enough that if we do not stay disciplined on defense and keep a man on a man, we're going to have trouble. Continue to have trouble, I should say. Their passing is crisp, and they're making us pay for not being glued to our defensive assignment. Puck carried in by Blue Army to the circle. Makes a move to the backhand. Centers. Heskari takes it. Skates it out to neutral ice. He has Keegan Green with him on a 2-on-2. Ogborn coming in as well. Heskari's pass taken away by Blue Army. And that pass goes wide and will be icing. That'll come back down. With 9:50 to go. Period number 2. Johnson, Graff, and Purdue on the ice, along with Haley and I think Snyder. Draw one by Blue Army. Pivots back and sends it up along the wall. Pass hit a Blue Army skater and is taken away by SDP. Maverick Johnson with a shot that was headed high but gloved and frozen. Snyder with a shot off the draw that is saved and frozen. Will go off for another face-off on the right dot. Draw one by Blue Army, carries it around behind. Johnson takes it away, sends it back down past Purdue, goes around behind the Blue Army goal. Graff is there, but Blue Army's able to escape, cleanly break out, gain the SDP zone, make some moves, but then driven out wide by Johnson. Snyder was trying to get it to Graff, couldn't. Purdue right to Graff for a clean zone exit. Now numbers for SDP, 2-on-1. Graff with a low shot and the rebound out of the reach of Haley. Now Blue Army going back the other way. They have numbers, 4-on-3. SDP is able to tie them up. Johnson just out of the reach of Graff, and that's going to go down for icing. Full change for SDP, bringing out Scribner, Roysum, and Mertz, along with Beeler and Schmidt. Schmidt with the puck off of the draw, back behind his own net to Beeler. Beeler up to Roysum on the wing, makes a clean exit, gets it over to Scribner, carries in, drags, shit. Oh, and I don't know if that was a shot or he was trying to get it to Roysum on the back door. It did hit the pad like a low shot. He did have Roysum available. Now it goes back the other way. Blue Army gaining the SDP zone. Puck gets tied up in front of the net and goes over to the corner. And a hard shot from the blue liner of Blue Army whistles high and over the goal and all the way back out to neutral ice. Roysum sends it back behind his own net. Beeler going to give a chase. Blue Army beats him to it. And now Scribner and Beeler pinning the Blue Army skater to the boards. Down in the corner. 2-on-2 puck battle. Blue Army comes out with it. Makes a move. And a low shot that's saved by Severson. Good job. Get down in the butterfly and make the pad save. .5:45 remaining in period number 2. SDP brings out, I want to say, Jackal Green and Haskari. And that's a check. Jackal took his man into the boards. Going to go to the box. That'll put SDP on the penalty kill. Body check appears to be the call. Clock did stop there to administer the penalty at 5:17. Now the officials appear to be waiting for something. All right, ready to resume play. Draw one by Blue Army. A shot that goes wide right of the net. Up to the blue line. The left defenseman sends a shot in. It's loose in front of the net and goes out to the corner. Keegan Green there, and now it comes down behind the SDP goal. Ogborn picks it up there, makes a move, and is able to successfully clear it all the way down. Right on net. Blue Army now takes it in their own zone. Able to cleanly enter the SDP zone. Drive the net, and now it goes out wide. Now it comes up to the blue line on the left side. Sent down to the corner. Now to the other corner. Makes a move. Up to the high slot. Shot It was blocked and went wide left. Now behind the net. Price gets there and sends it up to the blue line. Green's able to kick it out. And out to neutral ice it goes. Blue Army with a clean zone entry, but that centering pass was interrupted by Ogborn and sent back out to neutral ice. Blue Army picks it up in neutral ice, back into the SDP zone, right down the middle. And the puck ended up going wide into the corner. Now they make a move behind the goal, backhand. Ogborn fell down. Now we have 3 skaters. We got a little 10 seconds remaining on the kill. Oh, and a really, really nice passing play by Blue Army from the half wall. A sharp pass to the back door. Severson had no chance on that one. That was a really good play. And 3 minutes to go in period number 2. Blue Army light slap for the 10th time. Purdue down on the forecheck as the puck is in the Blue Army zone. Snyder not quite able to hold the zone. It comes out to neutral ice. Johnson picks it up, sends it back in deep. Blue Army able to get the exit. Purdue sends it back into the SDP zone. Johnson in on the forecheck. Puck comes up to the wall, comes all the way around back out to neutral ice. Snyder sends it back in deep. SDP has to tag up before skating in again. Now back to neutral ice again. Haley sends it right back in, and they're going to say Purdue is offsides. 2 minutes to go in period number 2. SDP with a full change.
Go, JJ.
Blue Army wins the draw. Sends it up through neutral ice. They gain the SDP zone. Drop pass. Puck down to the corner, now around behind the goal, now to the other corner. Up to the blue line on the left point. Mertz there to contest. Quick pivot, and Mertz intercepts the pass. Out to Roysum. Roysum ridden off the puck, and Blue Army takes it away and goes the other direction. Back in. Backhand pass to center is taken away by Scribner. But Blue Army takes it away again and re-enters the zone. Shot blocked by the stick of Roysum, deflects up into the net, now to play with less than a minute to go in period number 2. We are in running time due to the goal differential. Scribner wins the draw. Back to Beeler, to Roysum. Roysum to Scribner. SDP with numbers. Oh, and the puck ended up going left and then up to Beeler at the blue line. His shot went wide, and now SDP holds the zone. Schmidt sends it in deep. SDP trying to change a wing. And that will do it for period number 2. 3 goals for Blue Army in period number 2, 1 goal for SDP. Brings the total to 10-1. Legs got more lively. I mean, it's definitely a mental adjustment. Like, I don't think our boys are expecting the level of speed and skill they were going to have to go against. And
I feel like they're down and back a little bit.
all right, 1 period to go to
gotta have it, boys.
one period to go for the boys to get some good play to feel good about going into the afternoon. They're going to have another tough one this afternoon against the True North Warriors 2014 Elite Team. In between, the boys will be having a team lunch at Grandma's Saloon in Canal Park. And then I know at least some of the team will be attending the 2012 D3 HP high performance team game at 1 p.m. Watching some of the top will be Bantams from our home district play in what should be a really entertaining hockey game. That's at 1 o'clock, and then our game this afternoon, I believe, is at 4:30. Blue Army gets to the slot and beats Severson high on the blocker side for goal number 11. Loses the zone with their last pass. Now they regain it, make a move, drive to center, and that is going to take Graff to the box. Blue Army was driving right through the slot, started to lose their balance. Henry decided to come in and make sure that they weren't going to score and took a penalty in the process. So that'll put SDP on the penalty kill. Clock stopped at 12:56 to administer the penalty. Johnson, Snyder, Purdue, and Haley on the ice. Draw one towards Severson. He deflects it and then saves a shot. And that is a whistle. And are they calling a penalty on Blue Army? Looked like, I believe, Snyder was knocked to the ice. And we will get an equalizing penalty only 8 seconds into the penalty kill, so we're going to have the majority of the time at 4-on-4. Johnson wins the draw to Haley. Haley back down low. Purdue chasing it behind the goal. Gets walled off, and Blue Army picks it up.
Penalty on SDP, number 13, Henry Graff.
Blue Army moving the puck well as they have the entire morning. They get through neutral ice and into the SDP zone.
2 minutes for roughing.
Roughing was the call on Blue Army. And there's a shot that Severson gloves cleanly. Just over 12 minutes to go in the third. SDP will change all four, bringing out Scribner, Mertz, Beeler, and Schmidt. Blue Army wins the draw and takes it down to the half wall. 2 SDP skaters there, Schmidt and Scribner. Puck comes loose, but collected by Blue Army. Now up to the blue line. Scherer from the blue line shoots. That was deflected off the stick of Mertz and up into the ceiling. Blue Army wins the draw right to the blue line, walks in for a shot, and a good glove by Severson. Makes the save. Blue Army wins the draw again, back to Scherer. He takes it in from the circle, right to the high slot. Pivot back, being harassed. There's a low shot that hit the post and went out to the right. And now a pass that goes right to Roysum. Both penalties have been released. And both teams at full strength now. 5-on-5 hockey resumes. And that looks like icing if it goes wide, and it does. Blue Army ices the puck and will go down for an O-zone draw. Just a little over 10 minutes to go in the third period. Scribner flanked by Mertz and Roysum. Blue Army wins the draw. A couple of crisp passes and they're out of the zone, into the SDP zone, and shoots wide to the right. Roysum picks it up there and sends it up in the direction of Mertz. It goes deflected back. Ogborn not able to get his stick on it. Now he does and sends it up towards Mertz. Blue Army takes it away at neutral ice. Carries it in through the zone and a pad save by Severson down to the wall. Now Ogborn knocks his man off the puck. Falls to the ice. Blue Army carries it right to the slot. A high backhand shot that's saved. Now Ogborn makes a pass up to Roysum with the exit. He dumps it in deep and then goes off for the change. Blue Army goes down to the corner to collect. And now they skate in, gain the SDP zone, but a good back check takes the puck away. Not able to exit though, taken away at the blue line. Blue Army holds the zone, they drive the net, and they send it to the slot where there was nobody there, but now a shot from the blue line that's saved by Severson. Severson's faced a lot of grade A chances right from the slot today, and he's given up some really sharp passing plays to the back door, really things that aren't on the goalie. He's also made a lot of nice saves today. There's a shot that goes wide. And now behind the SDP net, Keegan Green takes it there. He sends it up off of the stick of Jacklaw to neutral ice. He had it briefly, wasn't able to hold it. Now he is, and he dumps it in. He had Hiscari all alone, dumped it in deep. Hiscari goes down to collect it. Blue Army attempts the exit, not able to. Hiscari holds his own and sends it over to the right wall. Jackal there, chasing the puck, getting his stick on it. Now it flutters out towards the blue line and out to neutral ice. Blue Army carries it through into the SDP zone. Driving wide to the left, and a high shot saved by Severson. Hiscari with good pressure at the point, takes it away. He's got numbers, he's got 2-on-1. Nice pass, and what a save. He fed Graff, and the Blue Army goaltender was able to make a sliding save with the blocker. Really good play. Severson swats the puck away now as Blue Army enters the SDP zone and gets a puck on net. Now it's down behind the SDP goal and over to the corner. Really nice play by Johnson to go through the hands and separate his man from the puck, take it away, carry it through neutral, and score! What a play by Maverick Johnson. That was all him. No assists there. 50. Well, it would be. Oh, we don't. Oh, shit. We don't have him in the roster. Logged the goal without a scorer. We're gonna have to add him to the roster. Realizing in the Sideline HD app where we log the goal scorer and give you that fun banner across the top, we have not added our newest member of the team.
Scoring the assist goal for SDP, number 53, Mav Johnson.
And they announce it as Mav Johnson. Apparently he's Mav in the official tournament roster. .540 to go in period number 3. I'm sure by the end of the summer we'll have this together in our very amateur operation. Blue Army moves the puck through neutral ice now. 5 minutes to go in the game. Taka Schmidt takes it away. Schmidt up to Mertz, over to Roysum. Roysum gains the Blue Army zone, flips it over to Scribner. Scribner back. Ooh, nice play. Just missed on the feed to Roysum, who is driving the net. We need more of that. Blue Army now through neutral ice, and they're offsides. We can get a neutral zone draw with 4:35 to go. Green steals the Blue Army pass. SDP is able to gain the zone. Now dumps it in deep behind the Blue Army goal. Hiskari is the nearest forechecker. He takes it away. Centers. Shot saved by Blue Army. Almost got one more opportunity, but we did not. It went out towards the half wall, and Blue Army is able to get it out to neutral. Now gain the SDP zone along the left wall, and a nice passing play once again as Blue Army carried it up the left wall, had a skater driving right to the net uncontested and made a perfect pass right on the tape. Beats Severson for goal number 12. Blue Army wins the draw. D to D and right into the SDP zone. Backdoor passing attempt. Gets knocked down to the wall behind the goal. And now they drag in. That shot is blocked by Price. Puck back behind the goal. Price loses his skates, and they're going to call a penalty there. Blue Army's going to go to the box. I would assume for a trip. Yep, trip is the signal. With 2:46 to go in the game, SDP will get a power play. See if we can light the lamp one more time. Johnson wins the draw. Trying to get it to the blue line, but Haley unable to hold the zone. Blue Army now goes in 2-on-1. Backdoor, and nice. They were able to save it and get it out to the wall. Escape the zone. Purdue to Graff. And they're going to say that was offsides, which looked like it was in the zone clean. It was dragged back towards the blue line, but certainly not out. But offsides is the call. Clock continues to run with 2:12 to go in the game. They didn't even put the penalty on the board.
I think it expired early for some reason. It's like really short. It was up there, but for like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was-
All right. Well, Graff carries it in. Centers to Johnson right off of his stick. Nice opportunity. Purdue now to Snyder. Snyder's shot attempt was deflected, and Blue Army takes it away and goes back through neutral ice. They carry it in right into the slot, and a shot that goes wide to the left and down to the corner. Johnson takes it away behind his own goal and sends it around in the direction of Graff. Graff to... Is that Haley? Haley with a shot. Blockers, or glove save, excuse me, by Blue Army. And now Johnson takes it away, and he shoots, and that is saved off of the shoulder and up into the netting. 104, 103, 102, and now 1 minute remaining in the game. SDP with a full change, still 5-on-4 on the power play, bringing out Scribner, Mertz, and Roysum to go along with Schmidt and Beeler.
Blue Army at full strength.
Penalty has been released. They never had it on, it took it off the board, but now 5-on-5 hockey. The Army carries it behind their own goal. Is able to split the SDP skaters. Carrying it through neutral ice. Dragging. And knocked off the puck by Schmidt and Beeler. Nice job. Now it goes out to the blue line. And a shot and a glove save by Severson. And that will do it for game number 1 in the Northern Wings tournament. It was a tough one as SDP ran into a buzzsaw. They really didn't play poorly. They just were matched up against a team that is older and faster, more skilled. Tough game. The boys battled well. They did some good things. But very much on the short end of the score. 12-2 final. Off to Grandma's for lunch. Maybe a hockey game at 1. And then what time do we play this afternoon? It's in the app too. Sideline. 5 p.m. is the afternoon game against the True North Warriors 2014 Elite Team. We will be back then.